Here we are we're about 20-30 miles northeast of Childress, Texas. We're going to show you how to set up a snare. You can see this trail coming out of the trees, out of the brush here, going across this little wheat field, across my shadow, on over to this little mud hole, and then on over there. And what we're seeing here is a lot of activity with hogs. This is Phil Van Bieber, and he's going to tell us what we need to do to catch some hogs with some snares.
We follow this trail going through this opening. We're going to set snares back in the brush on both sides, anchored to these small buck brush and the trees back here for our anchors. That way we don't have to drive stakes. And we can also use the trees for our support wire, which will be number 9 wire with a 3/32 hog snare and a whammy support collar, which is going to make setting this snare really easy. And up in this brush, these snares can tangle up and kill the hog before they have a chance to escape from you. This 3/32 snare, we build all of our snares with an adjustable tie-off end. That way, when you come into the brush, you can take your snare, loop it back through, pull it tight, and that'll be your anchor system. We'll just tie right onto this tree right here. You want to tie kind of low. Put your snare back through the loop. Pull your adjustable end tight. Now you got a very solid support system. You want to use a pretty good sized loop because these hogs are big. And once they come through there, you want to make sure you got a big enough loop for your bigger hogs. Take our wire here. We'll just go around a piece of tree. All you have to do is make sure the support is solid so it won't move. By twisting that wire on, you're going to get a nice solid support. Just like so. Take our loop, our little whammy support collar there, that's what makes these snares really easy. The technology on these snares have really advanced over the years. Plug that onto the end of your wire, and it's solid. You're pretty much ready to go. You want to go about 8 inches off the ground. That way you have a chance of catching all sizes of hogs. That's all there is to the snaring. And if need be and you think your trail is a little too wide, you can put just subtle brush each side to guide this hog through the snare. There's evidently several hogs using this trail, so you'd want to go down here maybe another 30 yards, put another one in, another 2 on the other side. And there's other trails left and right of me. You want to snare them all. You could maybe feed these hogs back in the opening, catch them coming and going. It's an easy, super easy technique for anybody can try. There's a Y coming into this trail, and you can see the hogs have got different trails coming in. So when you go back in the brush, you want to find where that Y comes together, and maybe set both sides here, and down the trail 30-40 yards, and set that trail again. That way you're going to catch the hogs, doesn't matter which side they take. One of these could be a dominant boar, the rest could be sows. It really covers the area, and you're going to catch the hogs regardless of which trail they take here. You want to cut off your funnel points. That way you got the best chance, the best location you can put them in. We're going to go back over here on the other side and set some more snares in the brush going that way. And then the farmer's going to come back and check these snares later on. We're trying to help him control these hogs because they're damaging the peanut fields out here on the south side of the timber. We can cut these hogs off in the timber before they get to the peanuts. They won't be doing any rooting tonight. So let's head on over and take a look and see what we have on the other side of this clearing in front of us. You can see where this trail, it's a really defined trail going back here into the timber. We just want to find somewhere where it's going close to a tree that we can tie our number 9 wire off onto and attach our snare so we don't have to drive some kind of a staking system. Let's head back in the brush and see what we can find, okay? We've located a good tree right along our trail here that's big enough to hold our hog. We're going to tie onto that tree with our snare and our guide wire. Twist it on there tight so we got a good solid support. That's the most important thing with snaring. So let's tie onto it. And put our snare out over the trail. Get yourself a good pair of pliers because I'm telling you, you got to twist this wire tight. If your snare sits there and flops around, it's not solid. Now you can see that's pretty solid. That wire just sticks right out there. It ain't going nowhere. The wire is holding nothing except for your snare. Take your adjustable loop in, open it up a little ways so you don't put a kink in the loop of your snare. Pull the adjustable in tight. Pull the whole thing tight. We got our loop. We're going to raise it up just a little so we can get the size of loop we want. You can wrap your cable around the wire a couple times. Put your support collar on. Bend your snare up at about the 1 o'clock position. That way the wind, cut the end of that off. That way the wind ain't blowing your snare down. You put it about the length, use the length of your pliers as a gauge. There you go. And since our trail, the weeds are a little bit brushed out there, we'll grab a couple pieces of brush, and it don't take a whole lot. Stick some on one side. Push your weeds up here. And that hog's going to keep going right down your trail. You got a good tie off, good solid support, and you can go down here about another 30-40 yards and put in another one. We're here trying to help out a local rancher in this area trying to control his hog problem. We'll actually leave these snares in place for him and he'll take care of them. Later on he'll know how to come and catch these hogs himself. And it's really simple, but if you've never seen it done, it can be complicated. We're trying to take the complicated out of it and give you a good product to use. These snares are tested and they work well. You do the things that we've showed you here and you'll have success too.